Hello and welcome to Build with Jones. This is the third episode of the Northern Zealand series, and today we're going to build Rørmosevænget. Rørmosevænget is, we already have like Rørmosevej, and basically when these roads intersect, Rørmosevænget starts and about wraps around here and builds a mix of low density housing, some tennis courts over here, and then some row housing. I've prepared some of the assets, and I'll just start by extending this road and then renaming it. I'll just need to make a new custom road because I don't think we have one that fits our purpose for Rørmosevænget, so I'm just gonna take a look at that now. Okay, we should have our road now. Okay, that's better because we got rid of this water bubble in the middle of the road, so we actually lost the road naming here. We might just call this entire thing Rørmosevænget. I'll try for the next time to find a mod that can, just like in City Skylines 1, can actually accurately make the road a certain length and then like split this road into two bits, so like Rørmosevej for the right of here and Rørmosevænget from the left here. Okay, so we're just gonna keep building now. I'm just going to like extend the gravel road down here because that's what in real life, and then I'll build the road that goes here. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay, we have a gravel road down. Now we have to build. I think it's an extension of Rørmosevænget, which goes along these trees here. Yeah, that was not very nice. Let's see if I just have to flatten this out or I have to move the road. Okay, so I had to move the road. Anyways, I'm going to, yeah, I think I might actually go ahead and start building a few houses now. Okay, so before I get any further, I have to do a little fix here because somehow an update of this mod has made it so we lost our parking. If you've watched the first episode, you would know what I'm talking about because I tried really hard to get parking here, but somehow that's not. They have like, I don't know what they have done honestly, but I think if I make this one wider. Okay, that should be it. Now we can actually get some parking on these roads. Okay, now we have some parking here. This is like, I forgot to tell you, but this is like where the row housing is gonna be, so I didn't think it would make a lot of sense to make a custom parking lot here. Or actually, I think it would. I'll just track back on this again. And an update again, I changed my mind because that just wouldn't work. So I'm just gonna place one of these tiny ones. I think it's 33 meters, and then we'll get some parking. And then just flip this around. That'll have to do. So now we have the parking and the entrance to to the housing here. So I'm just gonna, for the first, delete this street and then rename these for the right name, and then I'll find some assets to place around here. In real life it's 2 stories and or 1 story, like a floor and then first story, but the smallest we get in the game is 2 stories. So we'll try to make this work. Okay, these houses were very demanding, but I think we got it to work. I tried moving a little closer together, but like as you probably saw, they don't really like being that close to other houses, but I'm just gonna tighten this up a bit. It doesn't seem like we can do a whole lot about this. It doesn't react like a surface, so I can't really remove it. I hope I'll find a mod that can make that happen in the future, but I think we're at the end just gonna put a lot of landscaping in there to like make it seem more green and lush like it is in real life. So I'm just gonna place the last buildings over here. Okay, so we should have our first little row housing units finish here. This is basically what we're gonna do a few more times down here, and I'll just I'll show you when I'm done. Okay, so I've tried something that might be a little controversial, because in real life we have a road going here and then we have parking lots, like not parallel parking, not side parking, not street parking, but like it's actually just a big parking lot where you have some houses next to them. And the game does not allow that at the moment, so what I've tried to do is create this parking lot road and then put a normal road on top of it, so like the buildings which I place should be working because they're connected to the road itself, but cars should be able to like get to both of these roads and park here. I don't really have an idea if this will work or not, but we'll see in a bit if it works. Okay, so an update to a little parking lot situation. The houses doesn't like to interact with the parking lot, so what we'll do instead is just have them have there be street parking, parallel parking as to say, because we can't have the parking like this because the houses don't wanna actually probably function on them. So I'm just gonna place down a wide road with parking lots on each side, and then this is gonna be a parking lot. Second row of row housing is finished now. We'll go for the third row here. As you can see, we didn't get the parking lot that we wanted to, but we got some street parking which should somewhat have the same capacity as in real life. So yeah, people are moving in and everything is working as it should, so I'll build the last one now. Okay, so we have our road housing finished now. As you can see, people are using the parking here, so that's good to see. Now I'm just going to name these roads and build out a road network which this little low residential quarter is gonna consist of, and then I will see you then. Now that we're here, I actually think that we forgot a building which is located around here, which has a little parking lot. In the previous episode, so I'll just put that in real quick. This should be fine, and we'll move on to our residential quarters over here. This is as close as it gets without us actually using row housing, and as I said earlier, row housing only comes in 2 stories, so we can't be using that because that was 1, maybe 2 stories, the other one, so that's what we're gonna place down, and I think if people from here look at this, they'll get the idea. Okay, so as you probably have seen, I've moved everything around a little bit because it didn't really line up, and I just measured a few other things out again, and it ended up me moving basically everything a little to the left, which makes like there's actually very little area between these roads. And before, like this road was over here, you can actually see here where it was. I'm just gonna convert that to a dirt road, but so too big of a gap. I fixed it now, so we should be back on track to actually making this look realistic. I'm gonna keep placing down some houses now. Okay, so as you can see, I've placed down a lot of the houses now. I only need to like place the houses in this little square here. Then there should be some other housing over here, and when we're done with that, build the tennis club over here, and then just landscape. So I think we're good. We're good away. We are good away out there. So I think there's not much left. Okay, so we finished our small residential quarters or our neighborhood here, and we have to build some other housing over here. So I'm just gonna place down a gravel road and then just build along it. Okay, so we've built all of the residential we should be building today, and we will now going to move on to the tennis club and some of its facilities. So I'll be back when I place the first building. I should change my mind regarding the surface. I think it's not sandish enough, so I'm just going to. I think this will look better. Yeah, I think that's better. That means we can wrap this road around then. Should be good to go. Now we have this tennis hall, or what it is, and we have to build a few tennis courts over here, and then some paddle courts as well around here. So I'm just gonna get building. Yeah, okay, I just placed out this path that looks completely normal, and somehow not tennis court wants road access, or rather car access. I don't know why. This is like supposed to be a pedestrian gravel path, so I think the only thing I can do to like actually make these functional is to like just delete the tennis court, delete the path, and just place down gravel roads, then just hope that it doesn't like have actual traffic on it except for like park maintenance vehicles and all of that stuff, which you could imagine was there in real life to service them, but like I don't get why cars have to be able to travel to a tennis court. Like, you have parking lot over here. You should be good to go. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna try to make it work now. Oh yeah, we somehow have homeless again in the city. I tried to like install the map that was called like Bye Bye Homeless, but apparently it haven't done its work completely yet. So yeah, it's gonna be quite hard to play tennis in here with all those shelters here. But I think we're just gonna have to ignore it, and in a future version of the game, the homelessness will be completely fixed, and we won't have to have these in the middle of the road. So I'm just gonna place down a few more tennis courts. Okay, since these assets are a little too big, that's a reality. I'm just gonna try to place down some of these decals and then just hope that they look somewhat nice. I'll give it a shot. Yeah, I've just placed down these here. They should work, or I mean, they will not work, but they should work as it should look enough like the real thing so we can get away with it. We'll have to place down, I think it's the last 3 of these, and then we're done with the tennis courts, and we're almost done now. Okay, so we've built all of the tennis courts now. One of the things I regret is we got a little close to the motorway. Like you can see, we're about a little under 30 meters from here. In reality, it should be about 40, so we got 10 meters too much to the left, but I think the reason for that is the tennis assets is a little bigger than I would have hoped, but yeah, this is one of the compromises we have to make when we are making this in a game and not in like Blender or something. Yeah, now we just have to build, I think there should be a little small house down here, which we're gonna build, and I think when we've done that we have to focus on placing down some forests around here, and yeah, just about try to reforest the area around here, because yeah, that's all we need. Now we just need to place those pedal cords I talked about, and they should be located around here. I don't have any pedal cords as assets, so I might just try to find out if there's like a surface that's somewhat blue, or else I'm just gonna place down some placeholders for them until I find a mod that allows me to paint something blue. I think there are a few different mods with a lot of good textures or surfaces, rather. So I'll just create a few. I'll just make them black or something, and then I can make them blue when I get the assets for it. So I'm just gonna do that real fast. And I think that should actually be it for placing down assets and all that stuff. And I think we'll end it all off with a little bit of landscaping and detailing, just to make this place feel like an actual city. So here we go. And we need some big trees too, because like the reason the trees are there in the first place is to block the motorway noise. So I can show you. This is how it's gonna look without anarchy. Like, it is not that dense, and we want it to be a little more dense, so if you turn on anarchy, you can see when we do this here, we get really dense forest, and this is perfect because this will, maybe we will turn a little down on the strength so it's not this dense, but we want it denser than this, so we actually can use it as a sound wall. So I'm just going to do that now. Yeah, a quick update here. We actually placed the old farmhouse, or whatever it is, on the wrong side of the road. I'm just going to place it again. That should do the trick. Now back to detailing. Okay, so as you can see, we have added quite a bit of trees. We have also, not only just for the neighborhood over here and the tennis club, we also added trees for the motorway ramp, so we avoid some of the noise pollution. So this area will be a lot more quiet, and that's perfect. As you can see, lots of forest, lots of dense forest. We've planted some of the trees that are around the lake or channel. I don't even know what this is, and I think we are close to just be able to wrapping it up. Okay, so I wasn't quite done. I forgot to add to the tennis club, but we have the landscaping right at the tennis club. So I think the only thing we need to do now is just to take a city tour to get an overview of what we've achieved today. So just before we start the city tour, I've actually done something I think you will like, because off camera I installed a mod where I can recolor all of the buildings. So I've changed all of the colors which I have currently built to the colors that actually match what they are in real life. So in the city tour, I'm just gonna show like how it looked before we built buildings, how it looked while we were building those buildings, so without the color correction, and then after that I'm gonna show how they look after I've applied these color corrections. So I hope it will look awesome.
thank you for watching this video. As always, it was a pleasure to bring this video to you. Remember to share some feedback in the comments on which thing I can improve or do better. If you like this series, then you could consider giving it a like or maybe even subscribe if you want to. I try to put these episodes out around one episode every 3 weeks. So that's about the schedule I'm planning on. Other than that, there's nothing left but to wish you a pleasant day.